It's just the touch of movement that Alzarri Joseph is finding from a length that is short of a length, therefore pushing the batter back. And Crawley just gets opened up a touch. You can see a lot of that right shoulder. He just comes around as the ball straightens up. Good low catch.
Much better length. Much better length. And I think that's going to be one of the things that will elevate his career to another level. Alzarri Joseph, he's got a good wrist, so he gets the ball to leg cut, to move in the air and off the seam. He's one of the better catchers in the team, Alec Athanaze. Nice shot to get things going for Pope and England. 4 for 1.
Yeah, an interesting first over, a bit of bounce from the surface, an early wicket. That will boost Alzarri Joseph confidence after a difficult game at Lord's, and then this to finish things off. A nice push through mid-on from Pope.
Nice crowd, nice seeing thee. Shirt sleeve and t-shirt crowd.
Bowling from the Radcliffe Road end, Jayden Seales.
Short leg in now for Duckett and Strike. Just 3 in that first innings of the first test match. For Duckett, Jayden Seales was the best of the West Indian seam bowlers with 4 wickets in that first test. Jayden Seales will be hoping to swing the ball back into Ben Duckett. Very good from Duckett.
It surely was. It was very full. It was a half volley. It was there to be driven, but Duckett was very compact here and confident. It was a perfect position that he got himself into.
Pulled the length back, but gave width again. Back-to-back boundaries for Ben Duckett.
Well, he's a dangerous player if you give him width, particularly if you give him width from back of a length there. He's a very strong square cutter of the ball, as many left-handers are, because they're often fed by right-arm over bowlers pushing the ball across them. So left-handers, it's often in their arc. Any of the great left-handers that you can think of. Brian Lara, who's here today doing a book signing, was a brilliant player in that arc.
No swing from over the wicket back into the left-hander, which is a stock delivery for Jayden Seales, so he immediately goes round the wicket. There's a little bit of angle into the left-hander. Now he goes onside. 4, 4 and 4.
Yeah, just can't get that line right. Too much width for the first 2 of those boundaries, and then changing the angle, but then just ducking it into Duckett's pads. Home ground now for Ben Duckett, of course. Knows this place very well.
Well, it's glorious from Ben Duckett. And Seals will be very disappointed at not being able to get his line all length into the right cauldron.
Well, I mentioned when the openers were walking out that it was the type of day you'd walk out and feel that if you can get yourself in, get yourself over the first hour, there are runs to be had. Well, already we can see with Duckett that if you err a little bit on line or length on this surface in these conditions, you'll get punished.
Key is to be able to hit the top of off stump or just fourth stump from the front edge of that good length. Much better, much better. And Craig Brathwaite of the toss talked about he was hoping, as much you can agree or disagree with this toss decision, but he wanted more discipline from his bowlers, more control. Very good over for Ben Duckett in England, 23 for 1. Bowling in England is patience. If you have patience and the ability to put enough deliveries in good areas, you will. .44 for 1 after 4 overs of a test match. As we mentioned before, West Indies won the toss and elected to field first in brilliant sunshine, so they'll be under some pressure, and you'd have to think that that decision was made particularly because of the frailty of the batting, although in the Brisbane Test match they batted first, got 311 and won, but the batting has been very frail either side. And again, too short from Alzarri Joseph. Very good though from Duckett.
Talked of left-handers who were magnificent outside the off stump in that arc, point and behind. And he was as good as any of them. Here, book signing today. He's got a book out and doing a book signing at lunchtime. Very nice to see him.
Shamar Joseph gives up the chase very, very quickly.
Mentioned that the boundaries here at Trent Bridge are quite short, square of the wicket. The square itself runs much the width of the ground, so it is a rapid outfield. Again, Duckett just pushed this past point. And England have skipped to 50 now. 50 for 1 off just 4.2 overs.